Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, Howell's going to mix it up here. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Second down, Howell now. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They go play action with Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Gibson. Touchdown, Houston. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Timberland.
Now Jones. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Faking the handoff. Howell rolling to his right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, Howell back to pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones now to throw on third down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Giants sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Cockroach.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to throw again. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, Howell. pressure. The Giants get there. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down, a run with Gibson. There he goes, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Oilers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Howell now to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off play action. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, wide shift, Mac. Outside.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Holmes returning from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Rita.
Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Holmes returning from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 24, Jones. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go, North Copper!
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding. All game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll go play action. Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And this one is incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And Howell will throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
It's Howell with another throw. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Powell. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 9. They go play action now. Taylor. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll roll him out right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back to throw. Howell. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
A give running right, Gibson. And just shutting him off there. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Powell changing the play here. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Gibson, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Oilers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards.
19 Tiger.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And they're going to speed things up here. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 65 at the 35-yard line.
Taylor. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions. Nope.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver line. So no secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and 15.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action, it's Taylor. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Under pressure, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Okay, ready? 18 rattle. Ready?
Now Wilson on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
18, Pioneers. Ready.
On third down, Wilson. That is caught, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.